Hello and welcome back to the Sims 4 Ultimate Decades Challenge. Today we are in the year 1322, which is why we are at the world map, because it is time for yet again another war roll. I cannot wait until we get a little break from these, but for now we'll just deal with them. So, we know the rules by now. We roll a 4-sided die. If they land on the number 4, any of our male sims that we rolled for who get that number are off to war for 2 years this time. Start as we always do with the Fairbairn family. We only have one person to roll for in this household because David is an elder, so he is exempt from the war campaigns. So let's pull up our die and see if Fergus is going to war or not. And Fergus gets to stay home, which is great. That's exactly what we want. The McIntyre household is looking quite sad, and currently none of the older males are home, but we'll roll for them anyway. So for Thornfinn and for Oswald. Oh no, Oswald's going to war, okay. I don't think he's set for marriage until 1325, so that's alright. I had wanted him to build some relationships up with Jane, but that's life. What do you do? And we have the MacDonald household with Jameson, so is he off to war? No? Good, actually. I'm very happy with that. Okay, so the Boyds have 3 men to roll for. We have Angus, Hendry, and Christian. Okay, so it's just Oswald going off to war this year. Interesting. Well, that's not too bad because Oswald is not of marriage age until 1325, so he will be back from war, fingers crossed, by then anyway, and he can always get married in the later half of the year, no pressure, just like we've done with some of our other sims where they get to know their soon-to-be partner quite quickly before they get married. But that's pretty good, so I will get that all sorted, and then we are actually going to go to the Boyd household because we have a birthday. A very exciting birthday, one of the very fun ones. Okay, so we are here at the Boyd household because it is Miss Caitlin's birthday. Okay, so I think what I really want to get done in this household before we do this birthday is to just tidy it up a little bit. They are very sad. They're sad, but it's literally because whatever holiday was on was unsuccessful, which shouldn't be too surprised. Let's get some mail, and then, I think Christian. Let's get some animals, considering they have a little bit of money. So I'll just get them 5 chickens. Oh, Robert and Caitlin are good friends. That's nice. And Finian grabbed everything. Ooh, toys. Angus, you absolute star. For Miss Caitlin over here, let's see if we can get the camera facing her just a bit more. Thank you, Alba. Of course she does. For Caitlin to survive her birthday roll into a teenager, she just can't roll the number 7. Oh my god, that was really close. That was really close. But I will take it because you know what that means. Another teenager. I don't think they have a cake. Okay, there's just too much going on in this household. Do they have a cake? Yes, they do. And it's got candles on it? Oh my gosh. Aren't they fantastic? Let's hang that up, huh, bunny? I'm so excited to see what Caitlin looks like. Ooh, can I evolve these? Oh, magical. Ooh. I don't think anyone cared. Good job, Caitlin. Whoop. I missed that. Yay! She's also a music lover. And romantic. Ooh. We could give her one of the love aspirations. Soulmate. One true love. Let's try the one true love aspiration. I think that's from Jane Simston in her soulmate mod. How exciting! Okie dokie, so here is Caitlin. Very pretty. The only thing I really changed about her look was her eyebrows. She had really aggressive, really thick eyebrows. Let's jump in to see if she's getting married and how many kids she's having. As we've done a few times now, we roll a 20-sided die, and a 4 to 20 means she will be getting married. Wow, okay. And we roll a d12 to see if how many babies she's going to have. 4 baby droids. Okay, that's fine. Okie dokie. Here is Caitlin. She's so pretty, but I don't think any of these kids have come out with freckles. For whatever reason. I have no clue where she's going to take us. I've got no career plans for her at the moment. But I think with her 4 baby tries, it really would be fun to try and find her a soulmate. So I think we can get around to doing that soon-ish. I don't think she can join the love club just yet. I think it's full. Yeah. Although Christian, let's see. Can he ask her? He can invite her to the club. Maybe that'll work. And we will be back. I do want to check in on the main household and see whether or not Clary is pregnant. But we will spend quite a bit of time with the boys today. Why is everyone so loud? Because it's actually... Great, okay, she's in the club. It's actually Christian's time to get married. There we go, there's Caitlin. Perfect. Alright. Oh, they're all so cute. Okay, Christian, go to the bathroom. Too many Sims in one place. Is this max capacity? Is this now a fire hazard? What if the ground opens up? Maybe it is time for Katrina to sneak out. Oh, I didn't want to learn about fears. What? Fear of crowded places? Goodness. These are your kids, Katrina. No, we're not squeamish. My goodness, these Sims. Okay. I think maybe we'll have to invite Katrina over so she can get away for a little bit. But let's head home. Okie dokie, here we are, back at the Fairbairns household, our main household, and as you'll see, Deirdre's just a little bit older. So is David. They no longer have their lovely coloured hair, they both have white hair. I felt like grey just didn't make very much sense, especially because I'm pretty sure for redheads, they don't turn grey necessarily, they turn white. Here we are at home. We are actually not having any birthdays for the rest of the year. Let's see, can she throw up? She must be pregnant. Oh, nice. Good job, Clary. I feel like it's too late for them to be having more kids, but they're not elders yet, so... Which kid's being naughty? Dougal. Dougal. Oh, you're getting in trouble, Dougal. So naughty. So, we actually have to do our... another one? Are you kidding me? We have some harvesting to do tomorrow. These kids. What an absolute pain. Okay, Agnes. Oh, James likes affection. Yeah, sure thing. I want to look after our... Oh my gosh, the cow. We're coming, Mr. Cow. I don't think we've given you a name. I mean, Mrs. Cow. Yes, Belle. Perfect. She definitely needs to be cleaned and fed. Wow, social level 10. These kids are doing well. I don't even have to do much. That's always the nicest part. It's wonderful to see a sim that Fergus saved from the Grim Reaper still alive. And I'm pretty sure that's actually That was Agnes, last episode. Close after a close call. Aw, I just love them. Got 8 eggs. Lovely, lovely. Oh, look, they're flirting. No squeamish traits. Would you people just gonna leave everybody to their own devices and watch Miss Clary over here? And whilst we do that, I'm going to start on the very massive amount of stuff I've written for history this year. The Scots were engaged in 2 major military events this year: the Great Raid of 1322 and the Battle of Byland, all within the second half of the year. The Great Raid of 1322 is exactly how it sounds: a major raid carried out by the Scots in northern England from the 30th of September to the 2nd of November, resulting in the Battle of Byland. When the 2-year peace treaty from 1319 had barely expired in 1322, James Douglas, Thomas Randolph, the first Earl of Moray, and Walter Stewart crossed the border and launched a large-scale attack across the northeast of England, where they attacked the areas around Carlisle, Holmcoultram Abbey, and Northumberland, eventually coming to North Yorkshire and then burning and destroying properties and stealing valuables from abbeys and the wealthy in the area. Even some people and livestock were captured to be taken back to Scotland. Now, civil war had broken out in England a year prior, causing Edward to ultimately ignore the issue with the Scots, having already ignored calls for a peace talk, which would have seen him having to recognise Robert as King of Scots, and instead he focused on his rebelling barons and therefore the Battle of Boroughbridge that was happening at the same time as the raids. This year the desire for peace between the 2 warring kingdoms had developed significantly enough that some of the senior English noblemen, led by Thomas of Lancaster, were prepared to enter into negotiations with the Scots. Well, it looks like Clary is pregnant. It looks like she knows she's pregnant to some degree. As I mentioned, there was a civil war occurring in England simultaneously, known as the Despencer War, a baronial revolt against the English king by the lords Roger Mortimer and Humphrey de Bohun, in opposition to the royal favourite, Hugh Despencer the Younger. Lancaster was a first cousin to the king. He was part of the Lords Ordainers who demanded that Piers Gaveston be banished from England, and was also one of the judges, quote-unquote, which convicted Gaveston and saw him executed in 1312. He essentially became the ruler of England after the English failure at Bannockburn in 1314, which saw his cousin, the king, submit to him, but his popularity had declined by 1318, and he was persuaded to step down. He strongly opposed Edward and his new leadership headed by the Despensers, and the Scots used this to their advantage, and they supported him in crippling the English in the Despencer War as a tactic to further acquire Scottish victory in the Independence War. Lancaster let the Scots cross the border and raid England without any consequences, not even using his army at Pontefract when he came across them to stop them. Oh my gosh, Katrina's over. I told you she wanted to get out of that house. Let's give her some residence keys. She looks miserable. Once the baronial opposition in England had been defeated, Edward switched his focus back onto the Scots, seeking to, unsurprisingly, invade Scotland and establish control. This would be his last invasion of Scotland, and it would also be an absolute disaster. When Edward was finally ready to embark on his invasion by early August, Robert was already prepared once again, engaging in a scorched earth tactic and ensuring that crops were destroyed. Livestock were moved to other locations, and his army was north of the River Forth, leaving nothing behind for the English but defeat. In his Scala Chronica, Sir Thomas Gray tells us exactly how this campaign went. Quote, "The king marched upon Edinburgh, where at Leith there came such a sickness and famine upon the common soldiers of that great army, that they were forced to beat a retreat for want of food, at which time the king's light horse were defeated by James de Douglas. None dared leave the main body to seek food by forage, so greatly were the English harassed and worn out by fighting that before they arrived in Newcastle there was such a murrain in the army for want of food, that they were obliged of necessity to disband." That isn't to say that the English had no room for revenge, as they destroyed Holyrood Abbey in Edinburgh and abbeys in Melrose and Dryburgh along the border. But largely, Edward II's final invasion of Scotland had achieved nothing, but caused the national morale of the English, which was still impacted by their defeat at Bannockburn 8 years later, to drop further with a starving and diseased army. After returning from his failed invasion, the English king and queen were residing at Rivo Abbey, yet by mid-October 1322, they had heard that the Scots were suddenly approaching, continuing on their raids, and inspired by Lancaster's execution earlier in the year, and thus a desire to acquire his inheritance, the Scots raided deeper into the north of England, heading to Yorkshire. The only thing that could possibly protect the English royals was their large English army under John of Brittany's command. The Battle of Byland took place between the abbey where Edward and Isabella were living and Byland Abbey, more specifically at Scourton Moor, where the English had the higher ground. The Scots, though, were used to fighting on rough and hilly terrain, a landscape that the English assumed they couldn't be outflanked on, and so the Scots did just that, and executed a flanking manoeuvre just like they did at the Battle of Pass of Brander in 1308, with Randolph and Douglas charging uphill, Highlanders scaling the cliffs on the English flank, and then charging downhill into Brittany's army. The English crumbled and the battle became disorderly, with John of Brittany being taken as a prisoner, along with a few of England's other bright knights. Many English were killed whilst fleeing the battle, and the English royals were forced to flee from the abbey, leaving behind all their personal belongings, including Edward's finery, treasure, and the Great Seal of England, all of which was gladly snatched up by the Scots and taken back to Scotland, with the rest of their pillaging and raiding back north. Ultimately, 1322 saw the Scots granted with another incredibly significant victory in their war for independence, as they defeated the English in both the Great Raid and the Battle of Byland. Okie dokie, James is the first one up. I'm gonna get him to eat this foul hot pot. Maybe it's gonna expire before he even gets to do that, so... No, I'm not. I'm not gonna get him to do that. Sorry, dude. And we just wasted food. What is new in this household? What is she making? Nope. Let's make some pottage. Whoop, whoop. Don't we just love pottage in this household? Okay, so the plan for today is to get our tithe done and then hang out with Christian because I'd like to get him married. The next sim to age up into a teenager is actually Dougal, and that'll be in 9 days, so 2 episodes from now, roughly. As if we have not stared at our sims enough today, eating. You know what, it's been wonderful to spend time with you. We've made some great memories and we'll make many more, I'm sure of it. Oh, these guys are just cute. Look at Dougal go. Nope, that's James. Dougal is sick. Don't look at Dougal go. Apparently he's sick. Okay, I'm gonna clean out spoiled food. Today is harvest day, so I'm gonna harvest all the prairie grass. Fergus, you can, I don't know, tend the garden? I don't think it needs to be tended is the problem. I think you guys did pretty well. In the midst of a midlife crisis, Fergus has decided violin is his thing. Oh my goodness. This guy, I tell you. These poor beans. They're being attacked by mites. Quill fruit. Okay, some of this we're just going to have to get rid of because it makes no sense. Okay, Fergus got milk. So I'll just give that to David. And she got 7 eggs. That can also go to Mr. David over here, and then he can do all the harvesting. There we go. Made life very easy for me. Okay, Clary is dazed because she's sick. My goodness, these Sims, I tell you. Take a nap. Is anybody else here sick? Yes. Dougal. Family bonding time. Okie dokie. So we have made 3,785 simoleons. We have to take 20% away because that's our tithe. We lose out on 757 simoleons. amounts. If we add this amount to what we already have, we have 8,497 simoleons. Take away our tithe means we now have 7,740 simoleons. Perfect. There we go. Did he not harvest these ones? Ugh. David, I'm not going to be happy with you. Okay, I've reset our money because now we have all our crops properly harvested. So 4,515. We need to pay 903, which means in total we've earned $9,227. Take away our tithe. We are left over with 8,324 simoleons. There we go. And I don't really want to keep any of these. Don't really need them. The rest can go into our fridge. Okay, Miss Clary does know she's pregnant now. Let's tell Fergus. I don't know where he is. Fergus. Ah, over there talking to his mum.
Lanark Barobi Vaba Spinu. Ah. Yes.
Oh yay, he's excited. And that's what we want. I think it's time to go on a little date with Christian and Evelyn. Okie dokie. For once we are in a different location because we are at a different pub. How historically accurate is it? Who knows? Well, does Connell not have any clothes? Whoopsies, did I get rid of the clothes Connell was wearing? Anyway, this is just a lot, I think, from the gallery. Ooh, cute. I've actually literally never been here. I popped it down once and then it's never seen the light of day. But it would be nice to have different townies popping about. These are some of the nobles, the McGregors, we met quite early on, I think, in the challenge. Oh my gosh, one of the nobles is a mixologist. Whoops, oh my gosh, he's going to freeze. Can I, oh, whatever. You know what, not my circus, not my monkeys. Although my Sims, so my monkeys, but ignore the anachronistic elements like the gas lamps and the dartboard. What do you do?
Kaljo Dorishi. Finafesh Septa.
Dimba? Dimba combo.
Ah, Moosh Ubate.
Zorbate. Skooma planongi.
Neeb.
Jessene clunkus. May boof. Kifo.
Let's do a little flirt.
Boysa. You samba pony? Yappy bizarre. And Orpha.
Noosh, noosh.
Christian's got the lover archetype.
Zinzibi. Pardon. Wivu. Tornaro.
Yeah,
Huh?
horn. Yeah.
You know what? Let's do our first kiss.
Dobby.
I'm down for it, I think. Ask to be romantic partner. Yeah, so it looks like none of my teens can get married for whatever reason.
Wanji Hanerba. Claspa Yarrow. Huh?
Let's ask to be romantic partner then.
Oh, yibs.
Rasta!
Uniterb Sabani. Floki Wamak.
Oh,
Well, I think they're really feeling this relationship, which is nice. Oh, she's jealous. Yeah, I did make her, so. Don't know why I'm so surprised. She doesn't want children, she's jealous and romantic. Oh, please don't cause me problems. I don't need any more Sims that are just actively against wanting kids. It's not cool. Okay, I think this went quite well. I think tomorrow we will have a little get together at the Boyd household, and they can essentially quote unquote get married. Do they even have a harvest that they could do? Oh, Diane's visiting. Diane and David are jokesters. For a second I was like, David Fairbairn? I'm losing the plot, guys. Oh, we should get Caitlin to talk to her aunt.
Oh, Narabu!
Oh, she seems paranoid. Buddy, don't you have a bed? Surely you have a bed, David. Whose bed is this? John's? That can be your bed now. Oh my gosh. I've mentioned that this house is chaotic, right?
Heave a bow.
Boys, would you let your mum go to sleep?
Umfra Nibahana. Waxwin Kissanoi Karsi.
So it turns out we don't have enough beds? Okay, well, at least Caitlin gets her own bed. I can't wait to rebuild this lot because honestly, it's just too much for them. Poor guys. Katrina's up, so is Angus, and we're just really gonna get this day started. Oh my goodness. This house is just, they're so crazy. The kids couldn't even go to sleep because they kept having nightmares. No, talk like a pirate day. I'm kind of glad the main household isn't this, full and crazy. Literally, Christian, I told you to go pee. Driving me up the wall. Come on, dude. Oh, she's cross-stitching. Nice. Oh, Katrina. She's not doing well, poor thing. And Finian has a loose tooth. Oh, these Sims. Okay, we have a party starting at 2, which means we should get some food prepared. Why don't we make a roast turkey?
Simona Cero? Grinza. Bueno.
Okay, nobody touch this turkey.
Glimula Bispa?
Why don't you help, Alba? Yeah, where exactly are you going to put that? Ugh, someone's being naughty. Ah, Finian. And then he goes to clean up the other mess. Katrina's doing such a good job.
Ole!
Let's also make a salad. Yes. I just want my Sims to eat well.
Squire.
She's almost done, I think. Look at Maud! Look at her, she's all pregnant. Oh my god, the little baby bump. Third gen is coming along, guys. Diane wants, sure thing. Was she not invited? I was pretty sure she was invited.
Seraphy, by a pardu. Skisna plushi.
Ooh, David seems like he's in a mood.
Ebony.
Okay, where did Evelyn go? She's going upstairs. Away from all the chaos, maybe?
Shamagra Brahe. Gana Benu. Dag dag.
Bad compatibility, but they both think each other's responsible. Wow, interesting. Why don't we get to introduce ourselves to his parents? Look at that chaos. And John, we haven't seen John in forever. And look, these two are interacting. Robert. That is so naughty, dude. I love it. A lot of the family members are over. There's Diane. There's Maggie. There's probably too many Sims on this lot. Okay, did she actually meet any of his parents? Evelyn, you were given one simple task. So she thinks Katrina's oh, wow, she gets this with almost everybody. I think they'll get along, yeah, just fine. Their compatibility is good though. Whoa. Caitlin thinks David is annoying and he thinks she's in dreamland. Interesting. I like that they're all just meeting each other. This is what I want. Oh, Maud really needs the loot. Maybe don't drink the wine then? She's gonna piss herself. Awkward encounter because he's just kissed her right in front of his mum. She's gonna offer him a rose? Wow. Okay, she doesn't have very bad sentiments at all with anyone in his family at the moment, so that's pretty good. Okay, she thinks Caitlin's in dreamland. I don't know why, because they do share the romantic trait. So I thought they'd get along, but they've got nothing on compatibility. Oh great, this is horrible now. Is she pregnant? Uh-oh, she's not happy. Well, I guess with that, it's time to go back to the Fairbairn household. And the next time we see the Boyds, hopefully I will have given them a better living arrangement, because this is shocking. And I can't believe I've let it go on for this long. Is he happy? I don't think he's got any emotions towards kids at the moment. Although she did just tell him she's pregnant, so I'm not sure why that hasn't registered in his brain.
What's up, Dip? Ah, bon batoy. Huh? Oh.
Oh, does he not want kids either?
Panadoyola.
Maud's gone into labour. Okay, let's go. Right as I got back to the Fairbairns. Okie dokie, Maud's in labour. This is crazy. Hang on. I need her mum to come over. I don't want to do another roll. Whoa, okay. Oh my gosh, it's the first baby of the third generation. Yes, I wanted it to be a girl. Okay, I wanted to call this baby Allison. Perfect. Yay! Now, Clary literally went home as that happened. Oh no, she's just peed herself. So I unfortunately am going to have to... Yes, Jameson, you can Goodness. I'm going to have to do an extra roll. Thanks a lot, Clary. It looks like Jameson is not too happy to be having a baby so soon. Sorry, buddy. Oh, he's gone right to bed. Nice. Okay, so because Clary went home, I'm not going to count it. So because it's her first baby with no other lady who's already given birth there to help her, she can't roll the numbers 1, 2, or 11. Good, and Allison can't roll the numbers 1, 5, 7, 10, 12, 15, 17, or 20. Yay! Yay! Oh, I'm so excited. Baby survived. Baby survived. Woo, 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 woo. Baby survived. Woo. She's so hungry. Maud, you can eat. I don't know what, because you're going to have to cook it. That's the sad thing. Hey, sweetie, we're coming over to see the little one and help out however we can. Oh, are they doing a stayover? I shouldn't have accepted that. Oops. Okay, well that's interesting. I wonder if her parents must be coming over? Onion soup, she can just make one for herself. It's a shame that she has to cook, Jameson. It's too late for a pre-parental panic. Oh my gosh, the whole Fairbairn family. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You're kidding me, right? Where are you guys supposed to stay? Riddle me that. Holy moly. I'm letting them stay here for one day and then they're going home because I'm not doing a whole year with them at the castle. I guess this will be fun. I don't think I can play as them then. Oh, Jameson. I think she's hungry. Oh my god, the whole family. The whole family. Guys, what am I supposed to do? You know, it'd be nice if someone would actually look after the baby. He's bottle feeding, isn't he? Oh, well, you know what? At least someone got to it. Can I just say, this is not something I anticipated. Really throws a spanner into how this challenge was going to go. Like, I'm like half tempted to keep them here because I think it would be fun, and half tempted to not do that because I think it would be stressful. Also, like, where are they going to sleep? Did they think that through? Because I didn't. Oh my gosh, they just keep coming. This is ridiculous, guys. This is absolutely ridiculous. Congratulations on the new addition to the family. Who is that? Oh, that was Beatrix. Guys. The whole family. The only person I'm yet to see is... Uh-oh. Guys, none of you are helping with the baby. Clary just became good friends with Maud. Well... And the Queen's using the servants' bathroom. So what happens when Clary goes into labour? I guess we'll find out. Oh, and everybody's sick. I'm telling you, nobody thought this through. I'm actually gonna get Jameson to, I guess, go fishing for some... Well, I don't know why I have to explain myself. Fish, so that the king has food. You get what I mean. The royal family has sanctioned, because Jameson is part of their household, for their servants, that he gets to go fishing for them. The property owner is here for a visit. Uh-oh. Look at her. They're putting her through all, like, the hoops. She's literally just given birth, and she has to do all these things.
Ooh, keep that.
Can she take a nap? Oh, that's nice. The Queen is fixing things for us. They're all left to their own devices. Let's go see how Jameson's doing. He gets some peace and quiet away from the family. His in-laws. Look, it's Hamish Blackwood. The fish must be too crafty for him. Why don't we get to know the Blackwoods a bit better? I feel like that was a task of mine. How many months ago at the beginning of the challenge? But none of my Sims wanted to end up with any of the Blackwood boys. Oh, he caught a minnow. Cool. Oh, he's getting sick, isn't he? Alright, well, I guess it's time for him to go home. I'm not too sure I'm going to keep the pace that I have of them having babies, like, really quickly. So how they wait a day and then they try for a baby and then they have a baby 3 days later and then they have a day off. I'm not sure I'm going to keep that same pace for this new generation of kids that are going to come, just because there's so many baby tries now that I feel like it'll get a tiny bit overwhelming with the amount of births that are going to be happening. I also don't know. It's going to be a vibe. We're going to be feeling it out. It's kind of nice to see this whole section busy there. You know what, maybe this was just the game's excuse to give me more time to hang out with Maud.
Oh, Shani!
Ugh, not again. I have not missed this. The slight, even though I would have loved them to have babies more often, I have not missed the crying. Okay, I think James is gonna get an early night, and so's Maud. They've learnt that raising a baby is hard. And I wonder when Clary's going into labour. Will she not go into labour during this staycay? Alrighty guys, that's where I'm gonna leave it for today's episode. It was a really good year. Christian got married, and they're expecting a baby. Maud just gave birth to the first baby of the third generation, little Allison, and she survived, which is really, really good. Caitlin aged up into a teenager, and she's got some 4 baby tries awaiting her in the future, and Oswald's off to war. But other than that, it was a pretty chill year. I don't know, let me know what I should do with the Fairbairn family. Should they stay here? Will Clary be able to give birth while she's a stay-over guest or not? I think I remember watching in one of James Turner's YouTube videos that no, they couldn't give birth if they were a stay-over guest, so maybe I'll have to cancel this, but let me know in the comments. I hope you're having a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, night, wherever you are, and I will see you for the next one. Bye!